Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time you're tuning into this show. It's your boy, Chef Dre Blast, coming at you with another episode of Flavor on a Budget, where delicious meets affordable. Now, if you remember on the last show, we had a whole opening starting off with the Batman knife. Today, I'm actually going to use it. You got saw it a little bit last episode, and it depends on what sequence you're watching these episodes. This might be your first episode, so go back and watch the other ones if it is. But if you've been following me and following Flavor on the Budget, you'll be able to go back, see the other episode where I talk about my Batman knife that I got. Again, Dow Strong, appreciate you. But today we're all about stews and soups, so that's what's been going on. It's the winter season for this particular episode, and I want to bring you some low cost efficient, wallet friendly items that could fill up an entire family but still have incredible taste. So with that being said, today we're going to go to Ethiopia, in the Middle East, and use some different spices and different spice blends. And I'm gonna let you know what spice blends when we come back. Flavor on the Budget, where delicious meets affordable. We'll be back. Let's go. And welcome back to Flavor on Your Budget. Again, your boy Chef Dre Blast coming at you with delicious meeting affordable. So today's dish is something that's very popular. It's a Texas red bean chili, but I put a little twist to it because I'm adding ground brisket and also Berbere seasoning. So if you're not familiar with Berbere seasoning, it's an Ethiopian, Middle Eastern seasoning blend that has, chili peppers in it, garlic, some cumin, some other different flavors that you can actually make yourself. And if you want that, if you're watching this, depending on where you're watching it, you can send me a message or an IG and I'll give you the recipe to make your own Berbere blend. But if not, you can go to any of your local African stores. It's not expensive, but it's great. It has great flavor. It gives just a good balance of spice, and seasoning in there together. And so that's what we're going to do today. And so based on the recipe with the Berbere chili, the first thing we're actually going to do is we're going to saute the brisket. So I use brisket. You can use regular ground beef. You can use 80/20, anything that's acceptable. This one just happened to be on sale, so I got that one. Remember, everything is on a budget. And again, as you remember from last episode, when I put all the vegetables and everything in here together to save on dishes, because that saves on, your hot water costs, what you got to do for your dishwasher, et cetera, et cetera. It saves you some time and some money. So the first thing we're going to do is, these are the different seasonings that we have for it. So the recipe calls for diced tomatoes, ground beef, celery, onion, carrot, peppers, then pepper, salt, of course. This is cumin. This is a chili powder. This is actually smoked paprika. Different from when you watched on the last show where it had sweet paprika from Hungary. This is Spanish style smoked paprika. And then that right there is a combination of the Berbere seasoning that we have. It also has some kidney beans and some beef broth. So fire on, as we would say. And I'm going to take a little bit of the Berbere and season it right on top of the ground beef. And then also a little salt and pepper. And then once we put it in a pot, we're going to add a little bit more to it. So take your ground beef. This is a pound, by the way. You're going to put that in there. And then as it's cooking, you're going to break it up. Now this process, to ground this beef, usually takes about 3 to 5 minutes. All right, and so once you get your meat brown, then you're gonna put in just a little bit of olive oil, turn your heat down to about a medium, and then the next thing that's gonna go in there is all of your vegetables that you have. So you're gonna take all of them are going in together, all of them. All of them are going in together, and you're gonna give this a saute for roughly maybe about a minute. I think for this one, I might do 2 minutes for this one, because you kind of want the onions to get a little translucent in its flavoring. But yeah, you get those great colors in there. So this is a red onion. There is red bell pepper, celery, and carrots. And as you can see, as I'm going through here, you see it's getting a good saute on it. Flavor. And then once you go through that, I do mine a little bit different than everybody else. Most people put in all the wet ingredients. What I do is I put in the seasonings. So I'm going to put in the Berbere. Put that all around. This is chili powder. This is the Spanish smoked paprika, cumin, put a little bit of salt to make everything bloom, a little pepper, and then you put in your garlic. And then once you put all of them in there, you mix it up, right? And so what I like to do a lot of times, the reason that I put the seasonings in then, because you're going to have to put some liquid in here at some point, whether you use water, whether you use, you see that fly out? Or whether you use, beef broth like I'm doing today. But you see how it coats the vegetables, right? And if you know anything about like making a roux, like, out of New Orleans, when you're making gumbo, you make a roux, you want that roux to be nice and thick. So when you're putting the seasonings in there together with all the vegetables, it becomes nice and thick. See, can you see there where it's getting thick, right? Then you let that go for a little bit. And then you put in your tomatoes. Put in your diced tomatoes. Put in your beans. Add your beef stock in there. Or if you want to go save you even a little bit more money, because, I'm a chef, I make my own beef stock. But if you want to save yourself a little bit more money, you can just use water and you can season it. Season it well. Add some more potatoes, add some more pepper and salt to it. And then, of course, you also have your chili pepper. So this is a chipotle pepper that I'm putting in here. It's very strong. You can dice it up if you're not a spice fan, but if you are a spice fan, just put it all in there like that, just to give it that added little bit of flavor. Then you're gonna rotate that around. And the great thing about this is everything goes in together, right? So now you come back over here to your ground beef that you already seasoned. And you've already ground and you put it in there. Mix all that in together. And this is all things that you can do very easily. And you see how it's already starting to look like chili. Put that in there. Let it come up to a boil. And then you're going to take it down to a simmer. It should come up to a boil here in about, maybe about 2 minutes. So we'll take a quick break for it to let it come up to a boil, and then we'll come back so that you can see that it's already starting. But we'll be right back. Flavor on a budget, where delicious meets affordable. Let's go. All right, we're finally at the end. Our Berbere Chili is complete. It has went through its 30 to 45 minutes to almost an hour. I always make a suggestion, keep it until tomorrow. But this is the Berbere Chili, and I'm going to actually pour a bowl and try some. And hopefully next time I get some people in the studio audience, that's going to come, and they get to try it. So you won't always think the chef just think his food is the best. Even though I do. But that ain't the point. All right, welcome back. It's your boy Chef Dre Blast. We are here with Flavor on the Budget, where delicious meets affordable. I just wanted to show you a presentation of the finished product. Berbere Texas Red Bean Chili. So you've got your red beans in there. You've got your brisket meat in there. You can even smoke the brisket if you want to really bring it. I put a little sour cream in there because we use those chipotle peppers to kind of balance out the heat that's in it. But, you know, you've got your garlic, you've got beans in it, you've got celery, carrots, onions, great to be eaten with crackers and carrots. So this is Berbere. So it's a fusion dish, if you will, because it's Texas red bean chili with the Ethiopian Berbere type seasoning, which is a blend of seasonings. And you should see it somewhere on the screen or somewhere soon where you'll see those mixes where you can make your own Berbere, or you can go to your nearest Ethiopian restaurant, African restaurant, and purchase the Berbere. You can also look it up online. So with that being said, that's it for today's show. We definitely appreciate you. I did get to use my Dow Strong again just a little bit today. Shout out to Dow Strong once again. I'm Batman. So I am Chef Dre Blast. This has been Flavor on the Budget, where delicious meets affordable. I thank you so much. Have an incredible day. And man, eat healthy on a budget. Let's go.